Hello guys, welcome back to my blind playthrough of this is Super Mario RPG Remake for Switch, which we're getting close to finishing. In the last episode, we left off in Bowser's Keep of Keeps of all keeps. We had just beaten Magic Koopa and finished off most of the regular problem stuff. So now we are trying to slowly but surely go for this Al and whatnot. Alright, we need to keep using Geomass, since it does more damage to the side enemy than melee attacks. Alright. Please beam now instead. That should finish him off. I don't want to get hit by the flumps, because I think that'll force us to restart this section. This is a secret area where you can find a chest, in case you're wondering. Oh, let's go with this one. Yeah, magic. Oh, actually, never mind. Yeah, okay, never mind. It's just a jumping puzzle, mostly. I know there's a secret to sometimes get past this, but nah. Guess not. Definitely want to heal our FP here, because this is a double battle up and coming. Ha 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 ha. So, welcome back to the Chandelier area, where it's been completely redesigned. Ah, so you're the notorious Mario. I'm impressed you made it this far. I didn't think you could. Oh, feisty little fella, aren't you? But this is the end of the line. Now you gotta deal with me. On guard. So now we get to deal with Bear. This is a trickier battle than the previous one. Probably won't go down as easily. We'll start by deal boosting Mario. Have him immediately attack there right off the bat. We'll boost Peach next turn. You can get other stuff. We will want to use party attack boost at least one other time in a different battle. If we can. Okay, he's really resistant to special attacks entirely. Try this instead. Okay, that's a lot better. I'm probably better off using jump. You normally want to use jump in this fight anyways, because this is one of the fights where you can do the super jump to instantly kill him. We're not that good, so we're just gonna use the regular jump instead. Oh wait, oh yeah, now I remember. So this guy has weird auras that he goes through. And depending on which aura he does, he's more weak to one particular attack than another. So, oh, that's a one-hit KO move, by the way, Shaker. Now, thanks to our items, we don't have to worry about any extra stuff. But anyways, yeah, as you might have guessed, Boomer is a weird fight. Kind of changes between being physical and magic resistance. I can't be defeated by them. Let this happen. I won't fall in battle. Having an attack. I'll need your sympathy. I'm a soldier. I'm prepared to go. Take a dive, Chandelier. Youch. See you later, kids. Boomer. Oh, poor Boomer. But not to worry, a little fall's gonna hurt ya. So if you're wondering why we were waiting... Alright, Mario, I'll lead him to a tough... We'll lead you to the top. We must hurry to the appointed place. Hang on tight. And away we go. If you're wondering why we're delayed... Why we didn't use too many specials... That's because this is the double boss. So we get thrown into another battle before we get the opportunity to heal. Not like it's gonna actually be another battle. I did do a research and a similar trick before. So because of that, we're gonna show off a big trick that basically makes this boss completely trivial. It's kind of interesting they still left this in. I don't know if they fixed this. Alright. Next floor. Wait a second, there are no seatbelts. And now we get our experience, but now we get throwing up. So yeah, really this guy from the very beginning of the game, now we get to finally face him. This is a jerk. He's Exor. Normally, until you kill his eyes or something else, you're not able to do anything to him whatsoever. But you only actually need to attack the hilt to ill it. Also, I'm gonna jump on the right eye. Hopefully that just kills it, yeah. See, now his protection goes away, and then you can actually attack him properly. I don't care what happens. As long as Geno survives, we'll be fine, because if we go to Blast, it says I'm gonna use Geno Whirl on this part right here. And we have a chance to just instantly kill him. Okay, I'm gonna keep... I'm gonna jump on him, actually. Alright, I don't want to risk dying to this fight. We'll probably just heal up. You'll probably know what's going to happen, though. You probably already know what's to happen if you're following through this. If you time this just right, apparently you could just instantly kill the top part completely. We're not getting the right timing down, though. You also can't do it unless we have the extra stuff. Alright, let's keep trying this. Let's use this first so we can cleanse our statuses. I know this sounds weird, but believe me, it is possible to instant kill this guy. Timing's pretty tough to get. I'm gonna party cleanse with Mario. Probably didn't need like that though. We'll group up with Peach to keep everyone up, because there's lots of AoE attacks that come. Carney Kiss is really dangerous, by the way. Okay, it's not this is not working at all. Might just have to kill him normally anyway. I know it is possible to instant kill this guy, at least in the original version. Maybe they fixed that for this version, but then I checked and it is possible to still kill him that same way. Do maple syrup, not a rail. Might wanna need that for another battle. Nice freebie. Alright. At least he's not doing 200 damage, so we have plenty of attempts to try and get this. Yeah, it keeps only doing like 86 damage or whatever. You don't have to kill both eyes right away, you can just... You can just completely accept that. Alright. Here we go. Alright. It's very tricky. Oh, but we got him anyway. Alright, we beat him without the trick anyway, but yeah, I found out that you can still insta-kill him in this, but it's very tricky to get. Now we get sent into the safe area. Do you know where this leads to? Looks like Exor's contact between the two worlds. In other words, if we follow this road, we'll find Smithy. So what's keeping us? Hang on. Hey, I only joined so I could get my castle back. I'm not going to be dragged along on this stupid hunt. I'm going to gather my minions and rebuild my castle. Mario, as official member of Bowser's minions, it's your duty to help with the affairs. You're completely missing the point. I ought to rip your stuffing out. No, think about it, Bowser. Exor connects the two worlds, right? Exor be other weapon beasts that come for that connection. Your castle is the entrance point to your world. In short, the weapons will all pass through your castle. Is that what you want? Well, a weapon fiend's coming to take away my castle? What about my privacy? Yikes, this isn't good at all. In fact, it stinks. But I can't just be pals with these nincompoops. I got an image to keep up. I got it. Sell to Bowser's minions and get away with it. I got a bone to pick with that Smithy eye. Come on, Mario, let's teach her a lesson right now together. I'm so sly. It looks like we're in this... we're together on this one. Come, let's go. So, if you just leave through here, you're pretty much out of the infinite loop. So now Exor, the gate or whatever, is unlocked as a permanent gate for us to use. Before I do one of the first parts, though, we need to go to a very specific area. And that is Bullville. Because at Mobile, we could buy a very special item. And then said special item will let us get to a boss later. But we can only get it by, finishing this part off. Now that we have found a secondary safety save, we can pretty much ignore doing the other stuff. Alright. We'll start by healing up, obviously, at the end. Then we'll go to this very specific area. You like fireworks? I'm working on my very own adventure right now. I've only got the sparklers done by giving up. So we can buy one of these for a high 500. But then if we give it to this guy... Yeah. Sure. So we get a shiny stone, and this is going to be very important to what we're doing next. We actually need to make sure we're in the right spot for this. Alright. We have to go to Munster Town here for this one to work. Alright. So we have a series of extra battles we can do. I mentioned I would skip some of these, but I'm actually kind of joking. If you talk to this guy, we can do a battle. And then we can battle him. You're probably supposed to face this guy much earlier. Also, he's completely resistant jump because of his helmet, but you probably already knew that. Yikes, you're tough. Alright. So I guess that was to be expected. Mario, you're a top-notch fighter. You did well for your inexperienced Jagger. Sensei, have you been here all along? You felt my key, didn't you? Not bad for a novice. Your fighting style isn't as foolproof as you think. Accept a challenge any day. You wish to challenge me? Yes. He has different forms. Alright. Okay. Alright. Phew, simply amazing. That first battle is not too difficult, but he gets stronger over time. We'll go for the rematch part right away. This repeats 2 more times, including this one. And then after that, we're done. And yes, this is the first of the so-called super bosses. And this would have been here in the original game too. You have to do this if you want to get 100%, because you get a unique item from this. Okay, jump seems to do a lot more damage, so I might just use that against him this time. Oh, like Peach has something else to do though. He's also really fast. After we bring Gino for the boost, we probably should just use something else. Bowser, maybe. Who knows? Alright, hang on. Let's therapy real quick. Okay, he resisted. That's probably an instant kill attack normally. He says simply amazing again. Still haven't had enough. It isn't often I have someone this competitive to spar at. Right, this match will be the one to count since I'm placing my reputation on the line. Now that that part is done, now's the time to sleep here. We have to do this twice. We still we see a different cutscene though, eh? If we sleep here. I like how they tell you what the flowers are. But obviously we don't really care about that. We should save in case we mess up or something. Alright. Back here. And then we're going to go into other stuff. By the way, I wasn't really supposed to record today, but because of the weird thing that happened, I did other stuff. Alright, now we do Jinx again. Closely, Jagger, you're about to see your sensei in action. Oh, this time he's much faster. He's way, way faster, holy crap. A big attack almost immediately wiped out Mario. You haven't even started buffing yet. Good grief. He's much stronger now. Alright. Okay, well, we need to immediately use this on Mario so he doesn't die right away. If you're wondering why we brought Peach, it's for a specific reason, to be able to get consistent heals out on our characters. As well as improve their defenses. Alright. Let's go. He's using his Valor up. Blocked it this time. Okay, that completely resisted again. So that's probably normally a 1-hit KO move, but because we have protection against that, it just completely does nothing. Got him. Alright, so that's what that normally looks like, but because we had Geno from before, we can just do that. So he just doesn't even get hit by insta-kill moves then. That's interesting. Yeah, that's his ultimate move right there. Oh, we got him, okay. That one's not really... This is not... As you might have guessed, this is not much of a super boss. It's mostly just beat 'em up stuff. But the next part is actually a lot more trickier. Whoa, you are the stronger champion, no doubt about it. My reputation was staked on this last fight, so I've lost the title Sensei. From now on, you are the Sensei of this dojo. this belt, which only the highest-ranking fighter in the dojo can wear. Remain the dojo Mario-style dojo and incorporate your jump technique into the training. Alright, there we go. Jager and I will start our training immediately. Belts in warm-up jumps. Ready to begin. Alright. I got changes to an M to show that you've done that part. Alright. Alright. We're almost done with this. We're almost done. Pretty soon we'll be very close to and done. I actually kind of want to finish this today if I can. I don't really care about your thing right now. We're not doing 100%, so we're not going to for that sleep theme. I think later I might even rest in Mario's pad just to make it easier. But you probably already know what's going to happen. This fight is infamously one of the hardest fights in all of gaming, and we're gonna try and fight it because that is the thing that we are doing, apparently. Alright, so okay, Jinx's belt will go on Mario. I think. It's the best thing to put that on. Then we have speeds up by 20. Won't be turned into mushrooms or scarecrows. Then this one is stats, but doesn't have the instant attack. There is different armor that can also effectively prevent all magic attacks, but we don't have that yet, which makes this a bit trickier. But anyways, this is gonna be a attempt. Remember this thing from before? Yeah, this is that infamous battle. This is Keelix. Hardest fight in the game here. There's technically a harder version of this, but we're not going to be doing this for the playthrough. Greetings. I am Keelix, Dark Knight of Vanda. I am crossed into this dimension to fight for the Dark Mage. You stand before me. Where does your death come from? Why are you rendered so three-dimensionally? The evil power that gave me wiped out this flat plane as my form. You formed from a power unknown to me. I wish to gain the secret of your three-dimensional world. You will enter combat against me? Of course. On guard, he says. And then we get the and just in case this isn't he says isn't already familiar to Final Fantasy, we even get the Final Fantasy IV battle theme, or a remaster of it in this game. And apparently they kept the original theme from the original. It's quite interesting. So, if you're wondering if what I was mentioning with the Yoshi aid from the previous video on the other setup, wait, actually, hang on. I want to raise all of the attack, and that's only just one attack. You know what? I think Yoshi aid is better for the final boss, but we can use this at the very least. Just give everyone a bunch of attack and start attacking. Alright, now, based off of what I found out, I want to go for the Wind Crystal first. Out of all the crystals in this mode, each crystal has their own unique attributes and do really stupid stuff, but the real tricky part is what they do themselves. The biggest problem is there's lots of enemies in this one battle. They all do a lot of stuff very quickly, and it's just really brutal to deal with. I'm gonna try AoE here. They're resistant to a surprising amount of stuff, too. It's not like we could just instantly AoE them down. Okay, that still worked pretty well. But anyways, I'm going to be focusing most of my attacks on the Wind Crystal for a very specific reason. It has the ability to just instantly put characters into either Mushroom or get the Slate. And obviously, we never want to have our characters put into Mushroom. Okay, if Peach gets another free turn, I'm using a special, because that will automatically guarantee that we don't get killed. Otherwise, though, it's really tricky. That Shredder thing, I think that actually just straight up removes your buffs entirely. So now we have no buffs again. So think of that as like probably Dispel from the original game. So I'm guessing that means we have to buff up again. Okay, we beat the Wind Crystal. That was the worst part of that whole battle. So if you're wondering, in case you haven't already guessed, each element, a crystal, has its own unique weakness. And you need to figure it out based off of which one is which. Yeah, that's that. The Wind Crystal was weak to Jump, although technically all of them can pretty much be done with Jump. Alright. Healed him up. You definitely want to get rid of the crystals first, though. If you don't get rid of the crystals, this fight gets really tough. Especially considering they do a lot of AoE attacks almost every turn. It might even be better to not always AoE because of that. Should I go for an attack? I don't know. They already did a lot of AoEs for that. I'm not messing this up. Alright, where's our AoE attack? Oh, I don't think we have a Coca-Cola. That's what I was trying to look for. Alright, I'm trying to look. There's probably something here. Oh, here it is. Coca-Cola. I was trying to look for this for some reason. I was like worried. Like, where is it? There we go. We finally got it, dude. Alright. Fear's really annoying, so I'm gonna have Peach immediately group hug that off. In case you haven't noticed, you're gonna be spamming group hug and your AoE almost constantly. But the good news is once the stupid crystals die, the battle is pretty much not tough anymore. This is also one of... That, by the way, surprisingly, is actually one of the easier attacks to time. You want to time your A-press at about the third hit. It gives you a lot of time to do it, though, so it's a pretty easy attack to time. Alright, since jump is safer, we're gonna use that on the same crystal. Alright, you know what? Now, we're gonna do it. Let's do triple move with Peach now. We'll skip this animation so we don't get stuck in here for forever. So now we can't be attacked once. That was good too, because we got the AoEs again. AoEs cannot be blocked at all. Crystals have a surprising amount of HP too. I think they have like 2,000 each almost in a different regime. Like I said, I think that water crystal is more dangerous, so once we can get rid of that, which we did, we're fine, probably. Once you take out the crystals, Keelix is so much more easier, because you can basically just beat him with exclusively mate attacks. If this doesn't kill on Mario's next turn, we'll just use item. Like, yeah, let's do that. We use Mario's next turn to recover some chi. Alright, we're gonna keep using Group Hug because this is the super boss. We don't want to die to it. There's actually a harder version of this, by the way, in case you haven't already noticed. But in the original game, this was the hardest fight. And for a good reason. It has a lot of AoE, and the first part is obviously the most scariest part of the entire battle. Alright. I'm getting tired of this. I want to use Ultra Fireball so we can hit all of them at once. So we can at least maybe damage QX a little bit more. That didn't seem to do anything to the flame one, so we're gonna start attacking that. As there's a lot of AoE attacks, it's pretty unlikely that you'll get to any AoE attacks whatsoever. Let's go for the Fire Crystal now. It's kind of annoying that Peach is forced to be our constant healer, but we don't really have much choice. Until we kill the crystals off, we'll be taking a lot of damage. There is technically another way around this, which actually just completely removes all of the AoE attacks altogether. Like, depending on what items you have set up, you can actually just completely negate all of the magic attacks, and that means you can just go straight for the main boss instead. Okay, I have a better idea. We got Royal Syrup freebie again, so we can use that again. Then we can use Peach's Goop Hug again. In case you haven't noticed, this is like the main team you want to use for most of the battles. That looks brutal. Okay. The other crystals have got to be dead soon, right? I get it, they have a little bit more HP than normal enemies, but they should be almost dead, right? Alright, we got rid of that. Okay, that one apparently is not resistant to melee. Once we get rid of the Regino fan, we could pretty much just melee attack the boss down, because yeah, see, that's exactly what we're gonna do now. Once QX uses all of his friend crystals, he's pretty easy after that. In his regular form, he has some newer form, he actually has a different boost as well that makes it so you can't win easily. And his crystals also have a whopping 2,000 HP, which is a little bit more. I think in this version they have like another little. Honestly, I feel like they do still have 2,000 health because it felt like they took forever. There's the ultimate attack there, but because we have so much levels, it didn't really do much. In case you haven't noticed, you want to be at least level 20 to 24 for this battle, and ideally at least level 30 for the second battle. Alright, you can pretty much just melee attack him down. I think that removed our buffs, so we're gonna use this again on Mario. If an attack does nothing, it makes sense that that's probably basically like Dispel from Final Fantasy, so we have to re-put our buffs again whenever that comes out. I'm tired. Let's use Geno to attack as well. And he's gone. Alright, just like that, one of the hardest fights in this game is just completely conquered. We also get the Final Fantasy form victory theme as well for winning this, which is really cool. And although I'm not doing 100%, I figured I'd at least show this version because it's not that difficult. The second one you can't actually beat and finish though until you beat the game anyway, so it'll be a while until we do that one. Ah, your spirit is strong. This legendary strength is the power of that third dimension is far mightier than the forces of the malevolent can dream. I'll treasure this memento of my journey here. Perhaps in another time, another game, we may have been mortal enemies. Someday I'll gain the power of this third dimension. Those forces will visit a land not yet mapped. Till that time, take this. Treasure it as a keepsake of our fight. And we get a special quartz charm for defeating this guy. This is like a big stat buff item, if you look at. So, shining source of power. It's actually weaker than the Jinx belt was. It's a bit weird. It should be at least somewhat stronger. You know what? I want to at least give it to someone, but instead of giving it to... So I think I'm going to give it to Bowser. Why not? Alright. So yeah, in this game, in the main game, these were the only 2 super bosses you can beat. But, of course, since it's Super Mario RPG, they're not really actually that difficult once you get the hang of it. Obviously, Keelix is the real tricky one if you're underleveled. My idea, though, is focus on the Wind Crystal first, because it has an ability that turns every single character into a mushroom. So if you're unprepared for that, you should definitely take out that crystal first, or you will get really astrayed. If you have the resistance, you might be able to skip those crystals and go for, like, doing the other stuff, and also you could just super jump Keelix down instead and completely skip that part. But anyway, that is the end of that video. I hope you guys enjoyed us taking on these super bosses. There's pretty much only one thing left to do now, and that is actually take out Spiffy properly. So, till then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.